All right, guys, this is a quick little help video for the Deltamath assignment that has to do with the unit circle, week 14B. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, get started. Okay, so what you're doing is you're looking for the cosine value or the sine and cosine values of these different angles. Okay, so just the sine and cosine, not the tangent. So the first step of this is, given the following unit circle, rotate the green dot to the appropriate angle and then find the exact value. All right, so first of all, I need to know where 45 degrees is on this unit circle. Well, if you already know that, I know that 90 degrees is here at this point. 0 is here, so right in the middle, that is 45 degrees. The next step is to find the exact value of cosine of 45. Now, don't go over here and do this. Cosine of 45 degrees, it's 0.70. No, that's not an exact value. That's a decimal value. Okay, so what you got to do is use the unit circle to figure that out. So I'm going to flip on over here. Here's my unit circle. You guys have already created one just like this in your notes if you've watched the Ed Puzzle so far. And I look for 45 degrees. There it is. Now remember, the cosine value is the x value at that point. So the cosine value there at the or the x value at that point is square root of 2 over 2. So that's my value for that point. So I can do square root of 2, and then I'll have to do that over 2 like that. Okay, so that's that one. All right, so now let's say cosine of 210. Well, first of all, that's 90. That's 80. So rotate this all the way around. The question, is it there or is it in the middle? Well, if you don't know, look at your unit circle. If you have it completed, look, there it is, 210. So if I go down, that first value is 210. The one right in the middle is 225. The middle value is 225. So just like the 45, how it's in the middle, the 225 is in the middle. So it's that 210 is that next spot right under the 180. Okay. Now I got to look for the cosine of 210. Remember, cosine is the x value at that point. So if I go over here, cosine of 210, here's the x value at negative 1/2. So negative 1/2. Oops, I wrote that wrong. So negative 1 divided by 2. All right. Let's do another one. Oh, I am incorrect. Let's see why. All right, cosine at 210, right? So cosine, oh, I am so sorry. I made the mistake. I looked at the y value on accident. It's the x value, not the y value. All right. So negative square root of 3. Now notice if I don't click out of the square root and I go like this, that's not the same thing. Notice how the square root's over the whole thing. So make sure that you click out of the square root, then hit the divide button to get underneath it. Okay. Now to get that divide button, by the way, hit the slash button on your keyboard. Okay. Because I noticed this doesn't have that option to open up the keyboard. So hit the slash button for that. Okay, next one, cosine of 150. So I'm going to go over here to my unit circle. There's 150. Cosine is the x value. So negative square root of 3 over, so basically the same thing. Okay. Oh, looks like I made another mistake again. Okay, so let's go to cosine of 150. What I do here, there's 150. There's the x value. Cosine of 150 is the x value. Did I type something wrong? What did I do wrong here? So it wasn't my value, it was my angle. So I think what I did is I put it here at 120 or somewhere in the middle. So I didn't put it in the right spot. So that's good, because you might have been wondering, like, what did I do wrong? Okay, as you guys do it too, right? So now 135, that's right in the middle between 90 and 180. All right, and then the sine at 135 is the y value this time, and that's the square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 over 2. Again, you can watch this video as long as you want. I'm going to go all the way to 10 here. If you already figured it out, then go for it. If not, you still need to watch. Keep watching. All right, so I know that this is 90. 180. 270 is all the way down here at the bottom of the y-axis. There we go. And at that point, cosine, if you look here, cosine down there at this point down here is 0. So the x value is 0. All right, next one, cosine of 60. Okay, that's 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay, so it's the typical values that this point kind of jumps around with. So it's first 30, the middle is the 45 degree or split right in the middle, and then the next one is the next 30 degrees, which is 60, and then it goes 90, then 120, adds 30, the middle is 135, it's the middle of 180 and 90. Then the next one is 150, that's 30 degrees away from 180. So again, it goes by the 30, 45, 60 degrees in every quadrant. That's how it's all divided up. So 60 is right up there. Cosine of 60 is 1/2. Remember, it's the x value there, 1/2. Cosine of 330, that's 270, plus 30 is 300. In the middle, it's 315, and then 330 is right there. Or you could just look at your unit circle. There it is. And what are we looking for? Cosine again. So square root of 3 over 2. So I could hit the little slash line first if I want. And then that way I could just go type the top and the bottom. All right, so let's see. Now we got the sine of 210. All right, so we're going to go to 210. Now we want the sine value, the y value, so -1/2. Oh, I forgot to do the angle first. Oops. All right, so I got to go all the way around. There's 180, 30 more degrees, that spot right there. So if you're noticing you're getting something wrong, it might be because you forgot to do the angle just like I was doing there. Okay. Cosine of 135, well, that's 45, 90, 135. Okay, right in the middle. It's basically 90 plus 45 degrees. It's 135. Cosine of that, negative rad 2 over 2. Hit that right there. I can put the negative up here if I want. Just needs to be on the side, or I could put it there, or I could kind of click in front and put it there. Either way is acceptable. I could actually put it on the bottom too, but formally we put it on the top or on the side. Okay, sine of 210 again. Okay, there's 210. And this one was -1/2. Okay, 2 more. 120. Well, that's 90 plus 30, 120. All right. Then cosine at 120 is the x value, -1/2. Next one, last one, sine of 225. Well, 225 is all the way down here. It's right in the middle. So you'll get one of these square root of 2/2 numbers, and you notice that they are the same because they're both negative. So it's negative. First of all, got to move it right to the middle of the third quadrant. And then I'm going to do, let's do the fraction sign first. Negative rad, or square root of 2/2. And I'm going to just go ahead and put it over here just because I like it there. Okay, that's it. That's how you do it.